Well, it's the second hunt of the season. Last weekend, I mean, it wasn't really planned. This one is. So it's Saturday, it's 11:30, and I'm back on. Luckily, this field is still not being ploughed, and it's not going to be apparently. Across the road, there's going to be, well, they're waiting for the seed apparently. And when that comes, there'll be a harrow in it. So I'm back down here where the old corn came up this summer. But I'm going to go back up where I found that sixpence on Saturday, which turned out to be cut down to a sort of threepence size. The weather forecast isn't so great today, so I've come prepared with my fishing umbrella and a stool, and obviously my coffee and food, and a couple of sticks here with carrier bags on. I'm going to be using those up there in a moment to do a really good systematic sort of area that I haven't really touched yet. I have to say, oh, I've done this field, but really I haven't, not all of it. Loads there in the middle, haven't touched. So hopefully I will see you on that first find. Well, I've taken a dozen steps to go up to where I intended to hunt, and obviously I turned the detector on because you can't just walk up somewhere, you never know what you're going to miss. And from about 6 inches down, certainly got what looks like a coin, could be a button. Okay, nice imprint. What have we got? Interesting. Well, it's got a square. Okay, I think a bit of a clean up. I'll get back to you on that one. Well, I'm not too sure what it is. It's the size of an old penny, but it's got a sort of a rectangular pattern on it with some lines going through. It's got a legend, it's got some writing around the outside. So, well, I know there's mostly a few people that go, oh, I know what that is. And I'm going to give that a thorough clean up tonight, and I guess that's a good excuse to have an evening review. Well, here comes the rain. I camped up down there, and that's where I'm going to be in a moment. Second signal, really deep, good 8-9 inches down there, bit scratchy, but and nothing to write home about. Just a little bit of a watchwinder there. So as the second find of the day, I think I'm just going to get back, set up camp, and have some 11s. Oh, no, 12s now. Well, it's going to be one of those days. You can see lots of cloud around, but I've moved up to the top of the field and I've set up camp just there, down the bottom. I've had stuff down there, but I thought this is where I intended to hunt. And so what I'm going to do is I'm picking out a track here, and you can see as eyed up down there, I'm going to be going down, and you'll see, you can just see a carrier bag stuck on the end of a stick there. And here's my one down here. So that's going to be my swing. So it's from there over to there, and then at least that gives me an idea, because it's amazing how you can just wander. So this keeps everything straight. Well, I was just coming to the end of my first run, and got a really good 16.971 signal, and it was saying it was just about 2 inches down. And it's in the side here. And it's well, it's about time, isn't it? There you go. There's another huge disappointment. It's a button. Yeah. Okay, so yes, it was a button, but it's a find, and that's encouraging. So now I've come down here, and I've actually come to this side of the stick, so I'll give the old swing of the metal detector. There it is, over there, and so that's where I put my stick, and that's ready to go down there. And we'll look up there, just barely see it, just there. That's going to be coming up to on my left, so I'm always keeping a nice straight line. Okay, we've got an absolute beauty here. And I've just dug that clod out. It's saying it's about 4 inches down, and I'm getting 68, oh yeah, it's a 59 there, but it's pretty much around the 70s, so high hopes. Okay, let's pinpoint this then. There it is. Yeah, okay. It's another bottle top. Yeah, never mind. Well, I just had one of those questionable signals. It was about 47, 48, and it's turned out to be quite a nice little thimble actually, and it's looking quite intact. I mean, okay, it's not an old medieval beehive one, but it's quite nice. Okay, what have we got here? This just came out, a really nice signal, about 81. It's certainly bronze. It could be looks like a key of some sort of, it looks like a square ended there. We'll get the soil out, but it's got a lovely shape. It's looking quite, well, it looks quite old, doesn't it? I'll give that a clean up and have a look at that closer in the review later. Brilliant. And this is why I bought my umbrella. I thought maybe that'd keep the rain away, but no, it's coming down. But I've never been so delighted, you know, because you know, fooled you. I'm sitting here very comfortable, just finished the coffee, and well, let's ride it out a little bit, maybe do a bit of research if I can get a connection here out on top of this field. But still, can't think of a better place to be. If you can, answers on a postcard. So I had a lovely signal and turned it over and thought, another button, and thought, hello, looks like a nice design on there. So just give it a little clean up, and look at that. There's this gold gilding all around in here, and it's got this beautiful wavy line. I mean, it's absolutely lovely. So I'm delighted I've found a pretty button. Yes. Well, it's I've come down to the bottom of the field. This is I could see there's some horrible weather coming, and I've set up camp where I had originally at 11:30 this morning. And well, you know, it's just give me time to ponder and think about this wonderful hobby, and already I'm happy with what I've found. But you know, a little hammer coin would be nice, wouldn't it? But if not, just as my stool slowly sinks into the mud, I'll just hang on and hope it clears and I can get back out there. So on to the evening review, and today's little hunt really produced, I think, 3 things that really made me smile. And one of them, of course, was this. Well, it's got to be a clock winder, hasn't it? You know, it's there we are. Look, I mean, that's for winding up a clock, I'm sure. But the this is very early. It's, you know, 18th century. It could even be earlier. I'm not sure. If there's anybody out there that has any ideas, then please let me know. But interesting. It looks complete as well. Those ends there, they don't look as if anything's broken off. So there you go. There's a few different views. So very happy with that. Lovely patination. Look at that. Love that green. So what was the second thing? Well, it was the first thing that I actually dug up. And okay, yes, so it's a token. It's a bay trade token. It says it there, and this is what it actually would look like. So here you have this loom, you see here, and the actual a success to the Bay Trader. So there it is, and I thought it was penny size, but looking at it after I shot the video, no, it's halfpenny size of Georgian period, and that's exactly what it is. It's a halfpenny, and it's dated 1794, which you can just see under there. So I was really pleased with that. On the reverse is actually Colchester Castle, and there it is. Yeah, very happy with that. Now, what else? The last thing. This lovely button. It's a shame it's a little bit bent there, but beautiful. This lovely wavy pattern. It's just got this beautiful sunburst look. An absolute dandy button, and I've got this book here, and it's not actually in it, by Gordon Bailey. I'm sure you have it too, and it has a wonderful. It's got this wonderful little illustration of this chap here just meeting this lady and dazzling her with all these dandy buttons. And I mean, they are ridiculous. I'm sure they wouldn't actually be that size. Maybe they were. But this one is that's a dazzler. And that would, she'd recoil back and confronted with a whole set of those. So, you know, not a bad day. Tomorrow, I hope to get back out there. It's still looking showy, but, you know, 3 finds in a little session. Let's look forward to tomorrow.